Sure this thing goes live. And welcome everybody back. Thank you for listening, everybody. Alright. But for now, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell. Because without hitting the bell button, you'll never be notified of any notifications that's going on with this show that's going on here. And that's the first inning. And we're live on any platform you can listen to us on. Just Google search the First Inning Radio Show, and you'll find us anywhere. So I'm the BX Bomber 2011, and I'm along with Roger, the Big Yankee fan today. Say hello, Roger.
Hello, good evening, BX Bomber. I'm sorry I missed the past couple of shows, but things are going quite well. And the Yankees had a spring training game today against the Tigers and won 4-2. And Davis and Tyon looked very good, allowing no runs, and the Yankees had a 4-2 victory. And yesterday, the Yankees had a 6-1 victory, and Garrett Cole was pitching, and he looked very good. He was hitting 97, 98 miles per hour. They topped out at about 99 miles per hour, and the Yankees had a 6-1 victory over the Phillies yesterday. So the Yankees are at 7 wins and 4 losses with 1 tie now in spring training. But obviously the 1-loss record is secondary to how the spring training is going. And so far, no problem with any major injuries.
Well, Chirino's got injured.
Oh, what happened?
He got hit by a pitch and he fractured his wrist. So he's out for like 3 months or something like that now.
I guess they may just have to release him then.
Yeah, because I think he was actually gonna get that starting job in as not starting job, backup catcher.
Right.
I thought he was gonna get that job, but I guess not now. I guess Cal Higashioka was gonna get it now.
Right, exactly, and that is heavy duty. And also there was a little bit of a scare in yesterday's game. Luke Voigt tried to tag up at second base and go to third base on the tag up, and McCutcheon threw him out, and he slid in hard to third base. He was out at third base, and there was a little bit of a scare because Luke Voigt is dealing with a little bit of an aching knee right now as well. Yeah. But he seems to be soldiering through it okay.
Yeah, man. Hopefully he does. We don't need anybody to get hurt. You know what I mean? No. So everybody has to make it through, man, somehow or another.
Exactly. And I'm very impressed with the way Jay Bruce is doing. You know, when you think about they're going to have 26 players for the roster. Now, so it would be 9 starters. And then they're carrying 13 pitchers, so that would be 4 bench players. You figure the 1 bench player will be the backup catcher, I guess Higashioka. The second backup position off the bench would be Brett Gardner. The third would be probably Tyler Wade because he plays shortstop. So there's like Eric Dietrich, Jay Bruce, and Mike Ford, and all these guys competing for that final position of the bench.
It's true, man. Well, now, like you said, Higashioka was gonna get that catching job,
right?
So, and Brett Gardner, he's gonna get the 4th man in the outfield. That's a fact. Right. So it's like Tachman. He'll probably make the team as well too, and Tyler Wade. You know, but I don't know. I don't really know about Thairo Estrada. Is it Theo Estrada or Thairo? Thairo, right?
Thairo.
I don't know about him and a lot of the other guys. I know they're gonna want to keep more pitching.
You know? Right. So 13 pitchers.
13 pitchers, yeah. But the thing is, all these 13 pitchers have to be basically like starters at this point because remember they were talking about rule changes, and remember when you bring in a pitcher into the game now from the bullpen, they have to face 3 batters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't manage like Joe Torre did, where you can play chess with the team. You can't do that. If you bring in one guy, that's it. So he's basically like a starter, you know.
Right? Well, you don't have to face three batters unless there was already two outs, and you're bringing them in to just complete the final out. I believe it doesn't carry over to the next inning.
I don't think it carry over. No,
Right. Right.
I don't think it carries over. But but right, he has to. But if he comes back into, I think if he comes back into the game, he has to face two more batters though.
Right. Right. Yeah, I believe so. I believe you're right, and
Uh
that's how that stands there. I've really been impressed with Gabe Bruce. I've heard some people say that they believe Gabe Bruce will opt out because he probably would want to be a starter, and he would be coming off the bench if he was with the Yankees. But then again, Gabe Bruce was offered a major league contract, but he opted to take a minor league contract with the Yankees to try to make the team because he wants a chance to win.
yeah, but he's not that great of a player anyway. But I mean, who's he gonna replace? We already have guys that have been accounted for already that we know that can do the job. You know what I mean? His little 13. What is his little 13 home runs gonna do that he does a year?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
they just want extra people on the team so if somebody gets hurt, they have a
Right.
good replacement for them. You know, it's better to have a veteran replacement than a rookie replacement. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At least a guy that we know that can hit a certain amount of home runs. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why you would have a guy like whatever Bruce, whatever his name is,
Big
you know,
Bruce. Yeah.
and Chirinos, and other veteran guys
Derek
that
Dietrich.
Dietrich, these guys that are veterans, and and these are better to have as a substitute than a regular rookie. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Exactly. And I'll tell you who I would really like to see make the team because he is a outstanding hitter. He is a very outstanding hitter and has been in the minor league system for a while, but he's always been blocked, and that is Chris Gittens. Chris Gittens is a strong power hitter, and I think he's major league ready, but he's always been blocked at first base. Right now he's being blocked by Luke Boyd.
Well, yeah, man. There really isn't anybody else that can take first base other than they got Mike Ford. Well, he's gonna be on the team. Mike Ford is gonna make the team. You already
Right?
know he gonna.
I'd actually try to give Chris Gittens a chance over Mike Ford.
Yeah, but the thing is though, we don't know if they're proven on the field. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
but yes, Gittens has consistently hit 25 to 30 home runs for each of his minor league seasons.
Yeah, but that's minor league pitching. We don't know how they do against major league pitching. At least,
Right,
at least Mike Ford, he could hit a few home runs.
right,
You know,
right,
if he
exactly.
can, if he can. You know what I mean? And sometimes he's pretty clutch too. That guy Mike Ford.
Right, that's true.
You know, he's
That's
pretty
true.
clutch, and you got to remember he's already played in Yankee Stadium the whole year of 2019 and
Right,
2020. So he has 2 years under his belt. So he's pretty
right,
much more like a veteran compared to this other guy. You know what I mean?
right.
So he'll
That's,
so the difference of play, is different because you already have a major leaguer on one hand. You know what I mean? But for that kid to play, somebody has to get hurt for him to get in the game to play.
right, right. But the Yankees definitely do have a lot of depth. They've got a lot of really qualified people to make the roster. And I mean, you've got guys like, as I said, Jay Bruce, the veteran. You've got Derek Dietrich, the veteran. You've got Tyler Wade, Tyro Estrada, Mike Talkman. All these people are vying for just a couple of positions off the bench.
It's true. It's true. And you know what? A lot of those names that you mentioned, those are probably gonna be the guys that are gonna make the team.
Right, right. But what I'm saying though, is you think the record has already got one of the spots. The backup catcher has the second one. And
Right.
then there's maybe two more positions, but I'm thinking they're going to take Tyler Wade because he plays shortstop, unless they can have Gio Urshela go over to shortstop on days that Gleyber Torres is not playing.
But isn't it didn't they add one player to the roster? Isn't it a 26-man roster?
Yes, but they're going to carry 13 pitchers.
Ah, so that takes up the extra slot.
Right. So there will
So
be four at the bench.
remember, you also have Miguel Andujar fighting for a spot too in there.
Yeah, that's true. Miguel Andujar as well. So they are loaded with depth as of right now. I know they loaded up with depth so strongly because they're always expecting so many injuries. So as of right now, it looks like they have too much, but we have no idea what's going to happen throughout the season.
It's true. We really don't. That's why they're loading up on veteran substitutes, as we want to say.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just in case something happens, you have an extra spare tire in the trunk.
Exactly, and that's how it's going now. And otherwise, the Yankees are having very good spring training, and I love that home run that Giancarlo Stanton hit back at George Adams Steinbrenner Field. That was some kind of home run where he hit an exit velocity of 115 miles per hour, 420 feet. A
Wow.
line shot off the bat down the line. What an incredible home run he hit in the night game at George Steinbrenner Field. And
Yeah.
then Gleyber Torres followed right after him, going back to back with Stanton and hitting a 429-foot home run.
Now they're saying that the balls are not juiced this year for a fact.
But I think, as I said on one of the radio shows in the past, I don't think it will affect very much. It really is only going to lower the distance of a home run that is over 375 feet by about 3 or 4 feet. That's all it is.
Because the pitchers are complaining that the grip on the baseball is less than it previously
Oh,
was.
oh my goodness! I see. I
Yeah.
see.
So they're saying that the balls are not juiced like it was. I guess you can't get the spin rotation like they wanted to like before.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
It's all about
they got
spin rate on the baseball,
right,
you know?
right,
And I guess whatever it was, those seams on the baseball was giving it not that saying that they were juiced, is that the seams on the baseball were raised, right?
right,
To give the pitcher a little bit more grip to get spin rotation on the ball. Because the more spin rotation the ball gets, the faster the ball goes, the faster it
right,
zips on by. So that's it's the spin rate. So what they're saying is that the ball doesn't have a lot of grip like it used to have, and that's what the pitching is saying. Pitchers through the
I
major
see.
leagues are saying. No.
I guess they will have to use extra rosin.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know. Well, you gotta be careful with that too because they can fine you for cheating now. You know because
Right.
they're monitoring all these things very closely this year. You know with
Yeah.
the pitching situations. You know like they don't want no Garrett Cole going up there with some unknown substance, whatever. I don't know how he did it, but he used it to throw a baseball.
Right. Right. And Garrett Cole, he looked very good yesterday. As I said, he topped out at 99 miles per hour, and he was consistently at 97, 98 miles per hour, and he looked very good. And in the bullpen, I think Lucas Licky may make the team. Licky is a left-hander that has been outstanding in his pitching performances this spring training, and I believe that he has an inside position at one of the spots in the bullpen to make the team. Lucas Licky. And I'll tell you, yesterday Justin Wilson really got the day before. Justin Wilson really got lit up. He gave up the home run and the grand slam, but it was just a bad outing. I really like having Wilson in the bullpen too, but he did get lit up quite a bit. in the game at George Steinbrenner Field.
Man, I forgot. The other day, I think it was Tuesday. There was two grand slams in one day in the spring training games, and both of them were
Wow,
walk-offs.
wow,
Two
fantastic.
two walk-off grand slams in one day.
Wow, wasn't that not bad? I bet the players are saying we need to save that for the season.
Yeah, right. That's some. Who was? I think it was the Cubs and the Padres. I think
Aha,
something like that.
fantastic, fantastic.
Don't quote me on it, but it's one of those teams. But figure it out.
Wow,
Yeah, so
yeah,
two grand slams in one day. Walk off spring training, but that's pretty cool.
yeah, outstanding, outstanding, and so otherwise, no injuries up to this point in time, and well, except for Zach Britton. Zach Britton has that elbow surgery to remove the bone spurs, so that's going to be a little bit on the rough side with Zach Britton out until midsummer.
Yeah,
But I believe Lucas Licky will be making the bullpen.
Lucas Lipley.
Lick, Leutge, Litke, Lucas Litke, and he has made very impressive appearances so far this spring. He's a left-hander. He had not been in Major League Baseball since 2015,
Wow.
and he has worked his way back. He is a veteran of Major League Baseball with several different teams. Yeah, he had not been in Major League Baseball for quite a while, and he was invited to the Yankees, and he has really impressed them with his outing so far this spring.
That's good, man. I just don't know what they're gonna do with these guys like Davy Garcia and these people.
Right. Once again, I believe it's between David Garcia and Herman for the number 5 spot on the rotation.
I think Herman's gonna get that fifth spot. I really do.
I know you seem to be a Herman fan.
I've been watching him the whole winter, and he looks really good.
Yes, yes, and his outing so far this spring have looked very sharp as well,
You know,
and he has looked really good.
Davy Garcia, he's been giving up home runs in the first inning every time he's pitched.
Yeah, at least that one game he did. Yeah, he gave up the 2 home runs. I remember that one.
Yeah, and then the next game he came, he did the same thing. He gave up a home run too. You know,
Right,
I know it's spring
right.
training and all that, but that's not good to be coming in every time to give up home runs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They can
yeah.
get you once, a game or something like that, but not every time you come in an outing that you give up a home run. That's not good, even though it's spring
Especially,
training.
especially if you're trying to impress,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
during spring training, many times pitchers will just work on one pitch in one location and just continue to throw it over and over. Even if it gets knocked around several times, they will just continue to throw it. They give up a home run on it, they throw it again, and give up another home run. And that's just a pitch that you happen to be working on for that outing because, veterans and those that have a spot on the roster just worry about working on different types of techniques, and they're not really worried about results or wins or losses.
Well, you just mentioned the working on a certain pitch. That's a secret in pitching where they play you like that, where they throw a pitch that they're working on, and then the batter thinks that they're gonna get that in the game, you know, and now they come in with that 95 miles an hour fastball or whatever they have you, and they strike them out.
Right.
It's
That's
like bait.
true.
It's like bait, like you're baiting them. Like, oh,
Right.
like this guy's easy. And then when you get to the real game, he ain't easy. You know,
Right.
that's usually what happens.
Exactly. Exactly. But otherwise, today I did not get a chance to see today's Yankees Tigers game. I'm going to check it out a little bit later. It was a very busy day, and I was out this afternoon, but I'll be checking that out a little bit later. And the Yes app is out now, and you get the app for the phone. The Yes app
Horrible,
is brand new.
horrible. The Yes app is horrible.
Oh, is it? I noticed it only got a 2.8 rating.
Yeah, because you have to be subscribed to your cable provider
Oh
to
yeah,
see any
exactly.
to even to see the videos that they put up. You have
Right.
to be connected to your cable provider. That sucks. Hold on, we got Michael on the line. Let's see what he has to say.
Okay.
What's up, Mike? You on the air?
How you doing?
What's going on, man?
Hello, Michael. How are you doing?
Doing all right. How you doing?
Good, man. So, how do you feel about the Yankees now, man?
Well, they're doing. I mean, well, they're doing okay, I guess. They lost Britain, so
Yeah, I think we really have nothing to complain about, honestly. But
yeah,
but it sucks to see Chirinos get hurt, though.
yeah. They have
Cause
no back now. They have no option to catch it now.
because that was a veteran substitute that we had.
Yeah, it's a shame. Now he's going to be out for months, and who knows if he even makes the team now because he got injured and he was only a invite. So I don't know if he's gonna be on the team now.
And Michael, I want to ask you. I was telling the ex-plumber about Lucas Licky, and I think Lucas Licky will be making the bullpen. He has really been impressive as a left-handed
Oh yeah, I heard.
relief pitcher.
Yeah, he is good. He's going to probably replace Britain. I heard.
Yeah.
Right, right.
He's
And
supposed to be. He's been very effective in the bullpen so far.
yeah, he had been out of the major leagues for quite some time. He is a veteran of the major leagues, and he got the invite with the Yankees, and he has been very impressive. A great breaking pitch.
Yeah, it's good. Oh, you know what else I wanted to ask you? Because it's an interesting question. When do they have that, what do you call that cut day thing? You know, like the players that make it, don't make it? What day is that now? You know, like the players that are going to make the team and don't make it? Is there like
Oh yeah, I don't have that right in front of me. They usually do that in stages, where they will eliminate a certain amount of players and send them back to the minor league facility. I don't have the exact date.
I think it's the end of the month before the season starts. They usually make a decision because there's actually going to be some guys that are going to make the team now. Because Jay Bruce is going to probably make it.
Right. Well, this is what I was talking to BX Palmer about. I was saying that you think we're going to have 26-man roster. They're carrying 13 pitchers. Then they have 13 players. They have 9 starters. And then out of the 4 guys off the bench, the backup catcher is making one. Brett Gardner is making one. I would think Tyler Wade might make it because he's a backup shortstop. So you only have one more position for all these guys like Mike Tauchman, Jay Bruce, Derek Dietrich, so it's going to be rather limited.
Yeah, you got a whole squad there, man, which really is. I mean, it's great because we didn't have all that manpower before.
Right. They have a lot of there's a lot of they have a lot of reserves, like a lot of options, and they also have Derek Dietrich too. He's supposed to be good. I think he's going to make it too.
Tricky. So that would mean that Wade and Mike Tauchman would have to be out if Dietrich and Bruce make it.
Yeah, I'm guessing, and I think the one that's probably going to be the one out is going to be Tauchman. Because Tauchman's not really.
Mike Ford would not.
Oh yeah, maybe Tauchman will stay and Ford will go. Well, yeah, I guess if Dietrich comes up, but yeah, because Tauchman hasn't really been having a good spring that much, anyways.
Yeah, it might be Tauchman because Mike Ford has to stay to play first base.
Oh yeah, I guess.
He's the
now they have more lefty hitters now. I like what they're doing with the lefty now. The lefties, they have a lot more depth now with left-handed hitters, so that's good. Jay Bruce is a lefty. Dietrich is a lefty. Who else? Well, obviously you got Tauchman and Wade and Ford, but one of them is just going to go. You got Brett Gardner as a lefty. So they have more options now with the lefties, and Aaron Hicks is switched.
Dietrich plays first base. Dietrich plays multiple positions.
Oh.
And so does Dietrich, and so does DJ LeMahieu can play first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that's good. They have a lot of options now.
DJ LeMahieu has to play second though the whole season. He can't play first.
Yeah, he's got to be a second baseman most of it. He's a full-time second baseman. Yeah, he's a premium second baseman. So
what you see on the field?
How do you?
What you see on the field? What you see on the field right now is gonna be the starters.
It's gonna be
they're all gonna be the starters. What you see on the field is gonna be the starters, like Luke Voigt.
Oh yeah. Oh, the
Sherlock.
starting pitching has been very. Their starting pitching has been great. I mean, everyone's been doing really good. I mean, Cole looks good. Tyon, Corey Kluber, Domingo Herman looks good. Everyone's pitching good. Jordan Montgomery, I think, is pitching good.
Yeah,
So,
man.
so far, in spring they look good. I just hope they do that in the regular season.
Yeah, yeah. I hope
Right.
it carries on, man. Because the spring training, as they say.
Yeah, you can't really go by that, but so far so good, I guess. Sanchez is having a great spring. I was going to say there's a few guys that are in slumps, but most of them are having really great springs. Stan's having a great spring. Mayu's having a great spring. I think Torres is doing good. I think Aaron Judge is struggling a little bit. I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't. I mean, I watch a lot of the games. I don't even really see Aaron Judge that much. He doesn't even do much. I mean, I know he's playing, but I don't think he's really hitting really. I haven't seen him hit a home run yet. You noticed?
I
Yeah,
saw it. They showed him
he had a
working
great
out today.
tackle the other day.
Say
He
what?
hit a home run. I didn't even notice it. I don't think he has any home runs.
No, not a home run yet.
But he's almost like been the quiet player this season because you don't really see him in the lineup that much. And when he's in the lineup, he hasn't really done anything. He's been kind of making a lot of bats.
He's
I don't know if he's
privately.
having.
They're privately working him out, man. They're getting
Yeah, I
him
mean,
ready privately, which is good.
I think so. Well,
Because
him and Stan together, they're being very cautious with those two guys.
yeah,
They have
because
to, anyways. Because
you train in them. They have to train them in a controlled environment. You know
yeah,
what I mean, where they can't get hurt. And they can work on those serious plays but not get hurt.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Also, have you seen with Brett Gardner? He's even having a good spring. And Stan's hitting the crap out of the ball. He's like hitting like these home runs that are just not even landing.
Oh, yeah, I was talking to B.F. Summer about that home run, that line shot, that 115 miles per hour off the bat, exit velocity, down the left field line, and 420, followed up by Gleyber Torres with a 429-footer back-to-back.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
And
They're hitting home runs like there's no tomorrow. That's what they do best, the Yankees.
And Gary Sanchez has been hitting home runs too.
Oh, that home run that Gary Sanchez had to be 550 feet.
That went out of the stadium. It definitely can't. It went out of the stadium.
480 feet over the dead center, and then they have a massively tall black backdrop, and it cleared that by about 150 feet. So it had to be about 550 feet.
That ball might have landed on top of the bar on the black. You know that bar on top of the black? The Yankees.
Yeah, I went over it.
It probably would have landed on top of that.
Right.
Serious.
It would have been stopped. It would have been stopped by. It would have been stopped by the backdrop.
Yeah, he's doing good. I got to give him that. He's having a really good spring. I mean, I like what I'm seeing so far. I hope that he, continues into the regular season like this because that seems to be where the trouble comes. But so far with the Yankees, I really have no complaints. I don't like that Robinson Chirinos got injured. Britton is going to be out now for like 2 to 3 months, I think. He might not be until June, July because he has to remove a bone chip. And Chirinos, I don't think he's going to make it because he never even signed a deal. It's like a minor league deal, so I don't know how that works when you get hurt. I think they just release you, right?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We don't.
It's a shame because you would have had him. You would have had him, Higashioka, Sanchez. Yeah, we had 3 catches. Now they only have 2, unless they're going to use one of those young kids, Austin Wells or Anthony Seager. Because I think they're playing too this spring. I saw them get a couple of games in.
Yes.
But I don't know if they're going to bring them up because they're young.
I think they're not ready yet, man.
Yeah, well, Austin Wells is only 21, I believe, and Anthony Seager is 23. So I don't know if they will. One of them should be ready.
They need some time in the minor leagues. They need a whole season in the minor leagues.
Yeah, and they also have another catcher, Rob Bradley. They also have him too. I think he's on that non-rest roster invite too. He's a catcher, a backup catcher. But I guess maybe they're going to use him, because I think they could carry 3 catchers, can't they? How many catchers are you allowed to carry? 3?
If you can.
They generally carry 1 backup, but I mean, sometimes some teams carry 2 backup spots. The Yankees usually just have 1 backup and 1 waiting right there right there in Scranton Wilkes-Barre that they can get over there in a hurry.
Well, I think it would 100% been Robinson Chirinos until this injury, but now it's doubtful. So it's not make or break. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, the Yankees are not going to. It's not going to stop them from winning a World Series. They'll be fine, but
Right.
I'm sure they could find like some replacement in spring training. But like I was telling you, what they have to really focus on is staying healthy, and I think they still need to improve their rotation. And I think their bullpen is. It'll be just fine. It's just gonna. I don't know who they're gonna replace Britton with. Oh, that guy that we were talking about. That's right.
Yeah.
You told me. I just hope that he fills.
Lippy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Lefty.
Lippy.
I just hope that he can fill the void. I hope he fills the position well, and Yankees, have a problem with their eighth inning guy. So yeah, it's just a matter of timing, and I just hope that everything works out. And this team looks like they're going to make a very deep run. I mean, they could definitely win the World Series.
I'll tell you
This
one
looks
thing,
like the
Michael.
team, man.
Justin Wilson had a bad first outing. He gave up.
Oh, he's looked very dicey. I'm not like what I'm seeing.
I'm doing my show. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. What was that?
Oh, that was my sister. She was just telling me pizza was ready for us.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Justin Wilson, you're right. I don't like what Justin
show
Wilson's
soon.
been like. He's been bad.
Nice.
Yeah. But remember, like I said, they're not worried. He made veteran, and they're not worried about results. They could be.
So who's their relievers right now?
What's that?
What's their relievers right now since Burton is out? So it's Chapman, Chad Green, Darren O'Day, Justin Wilson. Those are the four guys.
Luis Sessa.
Nick Nelson, Jonathan Loaisiga,
Yeah, Loaisiga.
and possibly Lucas Licky, and
that guy.
right, and Darren O'Day, and I would like to see. I would like to see someone like Luis Gill make it. Luis Gill.
Yeah, possibly. You know what else? There's talk about that guy. I don't know about. CC Sabathia claims that he's ready. Luis Medina. I mean, I saw his numbers in the minors. He doesn't have good numbers.
He's very wild. He's very
yeah,
wild.
I don't know why he said he's ready, because I saw his numbers in the minors and they're terrible. I don't know how the guy is going to make it into the majors when he doesn't even have good numbers in the minors. He's got like a 5 ERA.
Wow.
I saw his outing, and what he did is he walks people. He does not.
Yeah, and he's very wild.
He has a big arm. He's throwing 98, 99, 100 miles per hour, but he has no command of the plate.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
Yeah, that's not what we need. We have enough pitchers that throw wild and can't have no command of the plate. I think the Yankees should have maybe signed relief pitching wise, because they're out there still, but I don't know if they're going to sign them. They should have maybe signed Shane Green or that other guy, Roberto Ozuna, but you don't want those two guys, because I think one guy's coming off a Tommy John surgery, and the other guy's got problems too.
Nah.
And they had Shane Green, the Yankees, if you remember.
Yeah, nah. He's. They can keep him, man. I think we got a squad already. We got a team.
Yeah, I know.
Already.
Well, they're gonna probably just go with what they have, but I wouldn't have minded adding maybe a Shane Green or Roberto Ozuna. But Roberto Ozuna is injury prone, and he also is coming off elbow surgery, so we don't need that. We have enough injury prone guys.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah.
Man.
This is what we don't need. Another guy that's coming off of Tommy John, and we have a million of those guys.
Exactly.
So I think we're just going to probably stick to what we have.
Exactly, man. We just got to keep it going and make it to opening day. That's all. Then worry about it then.
Yeah, April 1st. What is that? What is it, 3 weeks away, I think?
Yeah, man. Few more days. Right around the corner.
No, 3 weeks. 3 weeks away. Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah, it's not far, man. It's not far, man.
Yeah, it's before you know it, it'll be here, April 1st. And I think they play at home. Is that their home opener?
Yeah, I think they open against the Blue Jays.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
and they already announced that the vaccination site of Yankee Stadium will be shut down.
Really?
Yeah, they're gonna shut it down so the Yankees can get ready for the season.
Yeah, Garrett Cole's taking the bump. He's going to be on the hill. You know that.
And what I'm doing, Michael, with DX Bomber is it's still going to be a little while before I can get off. Probably a couple months. I'd probably be up if I can make 2 trips this year and be up in June and be up in September and get to about 6 games this year, that would be fantastic, with the pandemic. And what I'm arranging to do is I'm going to be using Venmo, which is a money transfer site, and I'm going to send DX some money to get some tickets, and he's going to get them right from the box office as soon as the box office is open, which I think will probably be pretty soon.
Yeah, I think after they get that vaccination site closed, then it'll probably be open.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
So it should be fun. And then as far as the playoffs go, it would be nice to see some playoff games when we get to that point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't been able to get to playoff games in recent years because, you know, I make a trip in September. Remember, I'm out of state right now. I'm down in the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia. And each time I make those trips, I have to come up on the Amtrak. So sometimes it's not easy for me to make a trip in September and then immediately the very next month go back again.
I'll tell you one thing though, by the ending of this baseball season, we're gonna have forgotten about the virus and the pandemic and everything.
Right.
And we'll be back to normal. So, you know, let's hope it goes that way, you know. But
yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah, I think we said enough, man. We had a good show. Let's end it here, man. Because
okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
We said our piece. The Yankees are doing well. There's nothing to rant about.
Yeah, there's really everything seems like it's smooth sailing. The only thing that happened then was Zach Britton. That we didn't want that to happen, but everything beyond that looks great. I mean, the Yankees are ready.
Yeah, man. We just got to get to opening day, man. That's it, man.
Yeah, we got to make it there. See, that's the issue. Yeah, making it to opening day without getting any more injuries. That's been a problem the last 5 years.
Yeah, man. Because right now we got a nice Ferrari, you know, nicely painted, bright red, glossy, driving on the street. We don't want to get into no accidents. You know what I mean?
Just gotta, everything's got to be tip top. You know, everything's got to be so. Yep.
Yeah, man. So let's end it here.
Yep.
I'm gonna thank everybody for watching. Go hit the bell button, subscribe, like. Roger, you want to say anything before you go?
Oh, okay. Well, once again, I'm sorry I missed the last couple of shows, but it was good to be on again today. And I will eventually get back on Zoom with you. But it was just a very busy day today, so I just wanted to do the call-in. But have a good night.
Definitely, man. So we'll leave it there. So have a good night, everyone, and see you on the next one. So long, everybody.